You can feel how you feel, but the men that you want, what do they think about this?
Mm, some have asked what my body count is, and they were like, "Oh, that's way less than what I thought you would have." It's like, thank you,
You didn't you didn't answer the question.
but
The men that you want,
hmm
how do they think about body counts? Does it matter to them? Or do you feel like it shouldn't matter to them? I'm excited to have Teej Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. Guys, listen up, listen close. Grooming and taking care of yourself is an essential and an integral part of being a man. More often than not, from a grooming perspective, we like to focus in on, brushing our teeth or maybe styling our hair. Guys, the number one thing that I see that men lose sight on is having a fantastic skin care routine. And frankly, I don't know why, because it's the number one thing that ladies like to notice when they initially meet you. Guys, I've been utilizing the products over at Teej Hanley for maintaining my skin care regimen. Now, I recommend that you start off with their level 1 system, which will give you all the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of all the gook and the grime that resides underneath your skin. A 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of all of the dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer that comes with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting yourself against the sun, as well as a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay nice and hydrated throughout the night. And my favorite part about Teej Hanley is that in every box comes this handy dandy instruction note card that tells you what products to use, how much of each product to use, and even the time of day to use them. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they want to give my viewers a fantastic deal. Guys, the first link down in the description box down below, go down there, click it to get not only the best deal that they can offer, but then also a free gift in your first package. The link is down below. Go and click it, guys. It's only $25 to get started. What do you disagree with?
so I feel like body count does not lessen the quality of the woman you get.
To the
That's how
man,
I
it
feel.
does. Okay, let's argue this. This is a good one. This is the first good one in a long time. Okay, my position is, Neoma, that
Mhm.
the higher the body count, the less that a man will value you in the dating marketplace. That's my position. Don't look at the
Okay.
comments. Come on, come on. Right here, right here. Don't look
Okay.
at the comments.
And why do you feel that way?
Because I'm a man and that's how I feel. And I sit in locker rooms with other men and we all talk. And men will absolutely look at a woman's body count as a way to determine how she values herself, and letting in the inches of eggplants inside of her over the course of her life. I did a video not too long ago, and what I said, the chick said that she had 40 something bodies. I said, well, the
That
average schlong
that is
side,
ridiculous.
listen, but I said the average schlong side is like 6 inches in the United States. 40 times
hmm
6 is 240. She's had like 20 feet of cock. Okay. She has more cock than she's tall. Okay. So me hearing that, I say red flag. Okay. Because I come into this with a degree of reality and I got to understand, okay, a woman who would sit down and lay with 240 inches of dick and within her young 20s to be able to do that, have me consider her within my life after she's been sufficiently conquered. And
hmm
meanwhile, me, I'm a competitive person. Why do I want what has territory that's been sufficiently conquered?
Okay, so why do you all look at it as being conquered? That's the concept I don't understand.
Do you know what sex looks like?
Of course.
I know what my sex look like, and I conquer. I conquer deeply and
Yes, I'm
sufficiently.
very aware of what sex looks like. That's mainly the reason why I haven't dated all this year, because I'm aware of what sex looks like.
Okay. So what's the argument? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I just,
So,
I don't feel like,
which is
well,
why
I
I tell,
understand what you're
this is
saying, but
why.
I don't feel like that should matter.
Well, you can feel how you feel, but my argument is that of the dudes that you're looking for, what is it that they're looking for in women? And if we continue to have the WAP culture push the idea of flick it, stick it, suck it, fuck it, all that type of
Stop.
shit like that, and then they get into the echo chambers like the young lady talked about earlier, and they talk about, yeah, girl, go get it, da, 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 da. Meanwhile, they know deep down that they can't share their body counts because what J. Cole said, they all got to divide by 3 or whatever it is that he said in that lyric.
Yeah, divide by, like,
But
multiply by 5, something like that.
multiply by 3, something like that. But so women know that, right? They know that because, you know, they're not, and oftentimes, you know, I don't even tell dudes to like make it a conversation. However, the red flags and key indicators, you should know that because although people, I think, can evolve over time, it's good information for you to know how she viewed and valued her body at least one point within your life, because that should be information that he should store in the back of his head. So you can feel how you feel, but the men that you want, what do they think about this?
Some have asked what my body count is, and they were like, "Oh, that's way less than what I thought you would have." It's like, thank you.
You didn't answer the question.
But
The men that you want, how do they think about body counts? Does it matter to them? Or do you feel like it shouldn't matter to them?
I feel like it shouldn't matter. However, I have encountered men who it does matter too. But they can never explain to me why does it matter. Now you are able to explain it, but they never were.
Okay, if they say to you that you have lower body count than what I thought, my assumption is that you have a low body count. So why is it that you have a low body count?
Mainly because I'm scared of STDs and people have attachment problems.
So you felt it necessary not to have copious amounts of sex.
Yes.
So why is it that you then feel like body count shouldn't matter? If you agree at a fundamental level that you shouldn't be getting gorged by cocks as often and as readily as what average modern ladies are.
Because I feel like people don't understand how sex creates attachments to you. Like, I've had someone stalking me before and a whole bunch of mess, and that scared the hell out of me. But people don't, like, they're like,
it's
oh,
baggage.
well, soul ties don't matter. They do. Now, while you can have sex with someone and you don't create an attachment to them, they will create an attachment to you, which is how things go south really quickly.
All right, so you're going over all of the reasons that women should not share their bodies intimately, and just even thinking about how women generally can have, more often than not, are not having emotionless sex. It doesn't mean that they can't, right? Because I know some savages, right? But
it's very
you know, but like dudes who are leaving imprints on their souls, you know, and emotional beings as you are. I mean, the reasons for women not to do it is like, I'm just talking about a couple right here, but it seems like you agree because you don't have a high body count as per your own admission. So do you really disagree if that's the line of logic that you follow, which is to not have a high body count?
I only disagree because it's not something that I find important. So, like, if the guy that I'm going for, or
wait a minute, are you heterosexual?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't find it important that your guy has had 100 bodies?
No.
Okay, but that's not the disagreement. The disagreement is a woman having 100 bodies. So if you had children, would you rather your son or your daughter having 100 bodies?
Neither.
I gave you two options. Would you rather your son or your daughter having 100 bodies?
The son.
Okay. Okay. So I don't think that it is that we really disagree like that, because it seems like you live your life a certain type of a way which is in accords with what it is that I'm saying. You're naming all of these different negative things about living your life in a different way, but you then say that it doesn't matter. And I think that your doesn't matter refers to the women in your the men in your life. But I'm saying that it is less important, not only because of our plumbing, men cannot get pregnant, but also just how STDs work and stuff like that from women versus men. I mean, there's so many reasons, right? Like, and also societal conditioning. And then also men actually care about body count. I say more often than not, women don't give a shit. I think that there's some love songs that made them convince them to giving a shit, but from an evolutionary perspective and what I experience more often than not, there's women out there that actually don't, right? Like if you ask the average woman, would you want a dude that um is bad at sex and has had like no bodies, or great at sex and has had, copious amounts of bodies? Most women will say copious amounts of bodies. Most women will say that. Now, if you ask
Yes.
the inverse with men, men would more likely have, no, she's bad at sex. I'll teach her everything that she needs to know. So I think what you're getting to is you're equating men to women, and how men think should be how women think. And I say this all the time on the channel, is that we're not equal. We're valued in different ways, but we're
That's
not
one of the
equal.
main reasons why I started watching, because I was like, okay, so there's something I don't understand. So let me go see if I can find it. And that's how I got to your channel.
Well, is what I'm saying make sense?
Oh, yes, it definitely does.
Okay.
Oh, that is all. Thank you.